Hello, welcome to my channel. So we are going to do the closeout for February on our budget. We had anticipating having more left over, but we are going shopping for 4-H pigs tomorrow, and we had to pay the rent on one of our fields, so that took an extra $1,000 out of our account. So I'll turn you around, show you what we spent, how we spent it, where it went, how fast it went. All right, so this is the money planner that I am using, and pretty much I just use it as a folder now because the things that are in it are nice, but it doesn't work for me in the way that my brain thinks. So I've made my own, and they are chaotic. Okay, that's all there is to it. The only way to explain it, chaotic. So we're gonna go through this, and I will show you what we did. So like our first paychecks, like this is what I had budgeted our checks to be throughout the whole month of February. And so I budgeted for $6,269 to come in for the month of February, and we ended up having $7,151.57, which seems amazing. And we worked a bunch of overtime so that we could try to put more on our credit cards, but things came up. So all of our bills, like these are it starts with like the ones that we have to pay and then goes down into our credit cards. And then there was one that I forgot, so I added it down here. So our house payment is $904.21. Our electric, we're able to pay our electric at first half of the month and then the second half of the month. So we make that in 2 payments so we don't have to come up with a large amount at one time. Our camper is $391.74. And like when I do the budget, the original budget, I make it even numbers. I don't add the change that's due. And I've started paying, like when we move down into credit cards, I'll show you exactly what I mean by like I don't like the change. But our truck payment's $402. Our trash is $92. Netflix is $19.99. Peacock, we didn't pay that. We pay that once a year. So we haven't had that. Paramount, I thought it was like one of those subscriptions for $9.99, but it ended up being $4.99. DirecTV, I thought DirecTV was going to be less than it is. It's actually $119.34. Our Amazon Prime membership, we pay that once a year. We don't pay that monthly, so we paid the $139. Our Spotify, we didn't pay this. I mean, we paid it, but we didn't pay it like out of our paychecks. It actually went on to one of the credit cards, and I guess I didn't realize that I had it set up that way. So that one goes onto a credit card. So it's not something that came out of like this budget. It's something that gets paid on a credit card, which once we get our credit cards more under control, we'll start taking that one right out of our account, which we probably should do, but we did not. Our home phone is $87.86. And then our cell phones, you notice like there's a little slash right here. So today is the 24th, and it's the end of like our paycheck budgeting stuff, but this won't come out until the 27th. And because we're in February, there's only 2 days left. Well, there's 4 days left, but 2 weekdays left. And so this will actually come out, and I put a line next to it so that I know like I did add it to my total. So I did add that 260 to my total. It's just not wrote down because it's not actually paid yet. Omni, we paid an even $200. That bill is due $196 or something like that. And so this is what I mean by not paying the change, or I would like to make it just straight even, like $200. Our Sam's Club, that was due on the 23rd, which was yesterday, and today's the 24th. And so I just realized that unless my husband paid that and I didn't pay attention, that actually has to get paid today. So I put like a little asterisk. I did mark it out of my account, but it's not currently paid. American Eagle, we had paid that off with our money that we had gotten from wrecking the truck, but because there was still interest in the time that we had paid it off, and the first of their billing, we still had to pay $1.98, so that's on there. Best Buy, that one we paid in time for the billing to not be on there, so we didn't owe nothing on that. All right, we're gonna adjust it down here a little bit. Move to the bottom of the page. And then, so Cabela's, I said 170, and then we ended up paying the 169 because my husband, like, I was telling him what I wanted to do, but he was just paying the minimum what he was always paying, so we just paid the 169. Tractor Supply is $86. I budgeted for 90. We paid the 90. And the same with Amazon. It was like 114, and we paid the 120. I donate to the Arbor Foundation, which is like trees and forestry, things like that. And so I donate $20 a year to them, and they send me like little baby pine tree saplings. And I think we've had like 1 out of the 20 survive because they get mailed to you through the mail, and they send them at the wrong time of the year for me. It's probably the right time of the year, but like I don't plant them immediately, so it's probably on me, not on them. And then life insurance, this is auto pay, and it comes out like automatically. It's not something that I considered budgeting for because a bill doesn't come in my mail. It just automatically gets taken right out of the account. So for bills, we paid $3,436.57. Now, our auto insurance is due every 6 months. We pay it, or is it 6 months? Maybe we pay it quarterly. I don't know. Anyway, so we move $75 out of my husband's paycheck automatically. That we don't even see it in this budget line up here. It just automatically goes right into savings. And so we transferred everything from the savings to $1,236. And I didn't add it to this total, but you'll see why next. And then, well, actually, after I get done with this. So what I started doing with this was I went weekly. So like what we spent weekly on gas, groceries, dining out, animal feed, spending cash, miscellaneous items, savings envelopes, and how much I spend in coffee. This right here is a realization for me. This one here, this one hurt. I didn't realize how much coffee I was buying. Anyway, so for gas, we spent $383.13. And then on my page, I can show you exactly what we budgeted on this page. So we budgeted $800 on gas. And we spent $383.13. Groceries, we budgeted $500, but we overspent $641.41. Now we also made a trip to Sam's Club, and we put that on our Sam's Club credit card, and we were hoping to have extra money left at the end of the month that we would just pay that right off, so that we weren't adding to that debt. But I did volunteer to work Saturday and Sunday. They canceled my Saturday, but I am going to be able to work Sunday. So hopefully for March and with the extra month, we will get that taken care of almost immediately. Dining out, we budgeted $300. The reality was we spent $423.44. Animal feed, we budgeted $300 and we spent $221.59. Now the reason our animal feed is so high for like one steer that we're feeding grain to, all of our cows are just grass-fed organic. They don't get any grain. And then our chickens, we don't have a huge amount of chickens and rabbits. We only have 1 turkey. However, we feed our steer a show quality feed because he is a show steer. Like my son is in it for, like he's in it to win it kind of thing. And so we're trying to make this Red Angus just look beautiful. And so we are spending the money on the feed and not doing like a custom mix that we typically would just feed and try to fatten them up just real quick. Miscellaneous spending, this was just like things that we had gotten at Walmart, like filters for the house, which we actually got that today. I bought a couple of nail polishes because I'm quitting doing my nails. Like a hoodie was bought, just random things that we buy at the store. We spent $280.80. Spending cash, we budgeted $800, but for some reason in the first week of February, there was an extra $100 taken out. So 900, and I don't know what that extra 100 was taken out for, but it is what it is. Coffee, the 116.60. I budgeted zero. I'm gonna try to do better. I really am. I'm really focused on trying to do better. And then we would have been perfect on our budget. Like that would have been, you know, great. We wouldn't have been over. We'd have been, you know, like we'd have been doing fine. However, the hayfield was due, and we had money. We had 300 in the checking account for the hayfield, plus everything in our money envelope. And so that was the hayfield alone was $1,000, but Logan didn't have enough money in his account because of having band and practice every day. He hasn't been going to work. He was in driver's training. He was going to practice. He had games. He is in band, and he had zero time to go to work for almost 2 months, almost 2 months. And so we are eating the cost of some of his 4-H pig, sadly. So we took $500 out for that. His pigs, for 2 pigs, it's $900, which seems astronomical. They used to be like a couple $100. You could get, you know, a good quality pig for like $200 or $300 as a baby. But because 4-H animals cost so much and COVID hit and everybody wants to be a farmer and everybody wants to raise their own animals, we sold all of our sows. We never should, in my opinion, we never should have sold our sows. So we're negative $251.97. Now, like I had said, we had taken that $1,236 from our savings account for our car insurance and moved it over into our checking. Now, our car insurance was only $902, and so we ended up having an extra $334 in our account, like extra added to this month, which made it so that we got out of the negative, and we're actually going to have an excess of $82.03. So I'm glad that we moved the money from the savings. I'm sad at the same time, but like it didn't leave us in the negative. So we do have that going for us, and hopefully everything that comes out and everything that goes in for the month of March, I am trying to work on that budget, and I will hopefully have a video for that as to what we're planning. But yeah, we were almost in the negative, but luckily, because our car insurance was due, we were able to move the money from savings over for our car insurance, and that left us in the positive, but barely in the positive. All right, so that is all for my February closeout. If you like what you're watching, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, all of the good stuff. The likes help share it with other people. And thank you for watching, and have a good rest of your day.